Kitu, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. It is such a great pleasure to meet you. I've always wanted to, really get in tune with what IWE does. I'm Busi Msizi, and I head up the digital marketing at Renault South Africa. How are you doing this
We
afternoon?
love Renault. We love Renault. Hey, Busi.
Hi.
We're good, thank you.
That's excellent. So, how did you get into this entrepreneurship space? What drives you? Why are you so passionate about entrepreneurs?
What makes me so passionate about helping entrepreneurs build and grow their business? I think for me, it's a purpose thing, right? It's more than just a job. It's giving back, and giving back what God has ordained me with. Giving it back to community, giving it back to the country, and making sure that with all the things that we do, there's also like impact. You know, when you're tired at night, when you are physically tired because you're working so hard, it's that impact that really fuels you and fulfills you in the job that you do, or rather in the job that I do. And I think that's where the passion comes from, because I know that, you know, it's something that I'm doing beyond just myself, but for the greater good of our country.
Excellent.
But how I got into it, it's really like, you could almost say like the steps were ordained, because I, for my sins, started off auditing, and then I moved out of auditing and went into, I used to work for a company called Sage. You know it?
I know Sage, yes.
And then from then on is where the entrepreneurial spirit started to kick in.
Oh, that's interesting. So from auditing and helping entrepreneurs, that's excellent. How long has IAA been running?
We've been running for 12 years this year, 11, 12 next year. I'm saying 12 because in January it will be 12 years. So yeah, we've been running 12 years, but explicitly doing these impactful interventions for entrepreneurs outside of summits for 5 years.
Oh, that's excellent. And I'm sure the fulfillment is always in seeing these entrepreneurs thrive in their business.
Absolutely.
And
it's
how
about
many
the impacts?
Sure. How many have gone through the program so far?
Sure, many. Many. I don't have an explicit number, but probably at any given point in time, we're dealing with 250 entrepreneurs. So over the years, over 1,000 that can say I've gone through the IAA doors.
Oh no! Wow, that's amazing. That is truly
and that's
amazing.
also excluding summit numbers. Just out of from program are those numbers, including summit. That's a lot of entrepreneurs.
That is definitely a lot of entrepreneurs. You were telling me earlier on that you also run mentorship programs.
Yep. So all the programs that we run internally are really the intervention depends on the need. So sometimes the intervention is a mentorship based on need. We have a signature advisory board program where we sit executives in SMME boards. And then we also do like various type of events for SMMEs. We run a lot of workshops and master classes for the educational element of it as well. So depending on the need is what then dictates the intervention that we do for our entrepreneurs.
Oh, that's excellent. Now I'm just thinking, in this digital space that we're in, surely some of the topics that you cover, look at how to survive in the digital era. Being in the digital space myself, I see a number of entrepreneurs that are really not fully utilizing, that digital world, and making sure that, it forms part of their strategies internally to grow their businesses. How are you finding, how are the entrepreneurs, embracing digital?
I think you have two types, right? You have those that really do embrace digital, and they're always looking out for digital tools, to help them do things better, faster.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the ones that do embrace digital is really for efficiencies. And efficiency is not just internally in terms of their processes, but also in serving the customers.
For sure.
And giving customers things that are efficient and better, faster service. And then you also have those that are also a little bit scared, because it's also a new thing for a lot of entrepreneurs to tap into this digital world. So they also, it's a bit of a slower transition in terms of adapting and adopting digital tools in their businesses. And then sometimes it's just not knowing. You know, one thing in our job that we've realized is that people don't know what they don't know.
Sure. For
So, and that's why we do master classes and we do workshops to try and introduce entrepreneurs to some digital tools and resources that can help them in their businesses.
I read a very interesting paper lately that talked about how even digital is just moving at a fast-paced environment, because you know, a lot of the times when people were looking for certain services and products, you know, Google was the way to go.
Exactly.
But with social media creeping up, and particularly TikTok, you're finding that people are actually conducting their research on social media.
Exactly.
And it does bring that advocacy, because you know, you tend to trust people, everyday people, not necessarily brands. And you know, you're looking for reviews from ordinary people to tell you whether these products and services are good. So you know, in this digital space, I think every business should definitely be on. But it's also a case of starting small. You know, a lot of the times I find entrepreneurs get kind of scared. You know, they feel they don't have huge budgets. But it's starting small, making sure that, you know, you are available when people are searching for you. You do have your social media set up. You know, for the little bit more sophisticated, you start talking about SEOs, you know, where you're now looking at Google advertising and, you know, buying certain keywords, so that when people are searching, you know, your business definitely pops up. So I'm very excited in this area. I think there's so much more to be done.
Maybe you must give us a master class on digital.
On digital master
and
class.
how to just maximize.
No, that's for sure.
On digital for entrepreneurs, because I think people just want to know, how do I maximize and how do I make sure, especially with this Google ads and stuff, how do I make sure that I'm the only one? Because if everyone is doing it, what gives my business?
No, there's definitely so much to be unpacked, just from a digital marketing point of view. But happy to contribute in any way or form that I can. So
thank you.
That's exciting.
Thank you. I will hold you to that.
Now, being such a busy lady, you know, obviously you work with thousands of entrepreneurs. There's seminars, there's mentorship programs. You know, your day to day, just how do you get around? I mean, as Renault, we obviously partnered up with IAA, we fully support and, you know, share the same passion in seeing the greater good of our country. And I think once you support entrepreneurs, there's definitely nation building attached to that. So that's part of the reason why we saw it fit to get into a partnership with IAA. But in your busy schedule, tell me, what's it like driving a capture?
A breeze. You know, easy.
I love that. Easy.
A breeze, because you know, the last thing that you want to do is be stressed on the road. Especially because I travel a lot. I go from client, whether I'm going to client, whether I'm going to entrepreneurs' businesses, whether I'm doing site visits with entrepreneurs. There is a lot of traveling that is done. So with the capture, it's so easy. So I'm not changing gears. Everything is a touch of a button.
Oh, I love that. The auto definitely comes into play.
Everything is a touch of a button. My phone, I don't have to do anything. It connects automatically. And it's also so nice, you know, when you walk into the car and then it says, "Hello, Keitumetse." I'm like, "Hey, Renault.
Speak to me. Speak to me, Renault.
Speak to me.
I love that.
So that is pretty cool.
So I also drive a capture, and I think, you know, one of my favorite features is the keyless entry. You know, more often than not, you know, we're scrambling around our big bags that are filled with tons of things that we won't make mention of. But keyless entry, love that. You could have your key in your bag. As you come closer to the car, it opens,
then
you walk
opens.
away, it locks itself. And I would
And it's
assume
sexy.
very sexy.
Ooh.
The black roof.
It's so sexy. When it locks itself and then the mirrors just
Fold up, love
and
that.
the blue lights just go.
And do you often use CarPlay?
I use CarPlay all the time. And also the voice.
Oh yes, voice command.
Voice command, because the car is very safe because it doesn't allow you to do touchscreen while you're driving.
Yeah.
It prompts you to do voice, so even calls is voice, music is voice. Your phone is connected to the screen, so everything else is when you're stopping, or if you need to stop for a little bit, you can check the WhatsApp on the screen. You don't need to go onto your phone, which is pretty cool.
That is fabulous.
Which is very, very cool.
I conduct a lot of my meetings, on my way to work or on my way driving home. So I also love that voice command prompt.
Right?
Everything is interconnected. You've got this beautiful big screen, touch screen. So love it.
And it's also, the music is also good, because I unwind a lot with music. And people often ask me, do you have like extra sound in your car? I'm like, no. That's the standard of the car.
It is. It comes standard.
It comes standard. So
Yeah.
the music I also love, because you can also voice command your play, which is pretty cool. It just makes things, like I said, it's so easy. I love easy things, guys. Convenience of life.
That's it. Do you
Convenience
often
of
take
life.
long drives, trips with the family?
We do. And the nicest part about that is the space.
Oh yeah.
The boot space, because it's got this hidden compartment.
Oh yes. Oh, love that. So you've got like extra boot space.
So you get
under
like extra boot
boots
space
under the boot.
boot, so you can fit all the big bags
Two
and
for
stuff
one.
under that. So you have a 2-for-1.
Love that.
Because you do need boot space, especially when you're traveling and when you're going with family and there's bags.
Yes.
So the boot space really does help. So that extra compartment helps quite a lot. Even when you're just traveling with the team. When I'm
That's
just traveling
true.
with the team,
Yeah.
the compartment spaces, they help quite a lot. Because then we can fit a lot of things in there.
For sure.
And then there's this nice feature. Yeah, handbrake.
Tell me more.
Yeah, handbrake.
Yeah.
Sometimes as we all human, you forget things. And sometimes you would forget to put down your handbrake or whatever it is.
That's true.
This one in the capture is automatic.
Automatic.
So
Love
even
that.
when you start driving,
Yep.
you don't need to lift anything.
Yep.
You literally just put your car in reverse or drive wherever you're going, front or back, and then you drive.
I think what I love about this latest
And then you
version
drive.
of Capture, the safety features are just on another level.
They really are, hey?
They seem to have thought of everything.
Even
So-
on the road.
Yes.
So if you go on the yellow lane, your steering wheel starts to vibrate. If you start to swerve.
or get
which
into
is-
the
Which
love
is
that.
so cool, because if you're sleepy or driving sleepy or whatever, that is a good wake up call to be like, hey,
wake up,
watch yourself.
watch yourself. No, love
Watch
it.
yourself. Stop and go and do something. Because what's happening now is not thingy. So that feature is actually very cool.
No, that's excellent. I'm glad it's making your life so much easier, especially in this, modern day age. We definitely need convenience.
We need
and
convenience and safety.
and safety, convenience and
And
safety.
safety.
Yeah, definitely top of the list. So this has been wonderful. I think, the partnership we have with IWA is going to go far. There's
Hey.
lots to do. There's still so much more to assist these entrepreneurs with. And this partnership is just a success year after year after year.
And thank you to Renault for believing in the dream and for supporting the dream of helping entrepreneurs build and grow their businesses. Because what you guys do for us and this partnership has allowed us to be mobile. So you've really done a lot around our mobility and our ability to be able to reach these entrepreneurs and be able to perform the amazing work that we perform with the team. So that's really been great, and we really do appreciate all of that support. And we appreciate the partnership, because without movement, we wouldn't be able to do anything.
No, that's true.
We'd be stuck.
And I'm sure you've got entrepreneurs from all corners of the country. I mean, rural, urban, it really
Everywhere.
stretches far and beyond.
Everywhere.
So how do people get to be part of the program?
So when we do have open programs, we launch them on our website. So you can either check our website for details, and then, or you can subscribe to our newsletter so that you can be aware of new programs that come up. You can be aware of funding opportunities that come up that we do. So the website digital and the newsletter is probably the most efficient tool that you can use to get into our programs and just find out what programs we have available at that particular point in time.
And in the very newsletter, thank you very much, they can also find our fleet offers, you know.
The fleet
so
offers,
yeah,
I'm excited about that.
Yes, tons of entrepreneurs out here that we know have, you know, starting their own fleets, you know, 2 or 3 or more cars.
Exactly.
We as Renault have also put together, you know, an IAAE fleet deal.
Oh wow!
You know, especially tailored to IAAE for your entrepreneurs specifically, and yeah, they'll get more information in the newsletter that you mentioned. So
that's amazing.
So lots to do,
and various cars, hey?
Various cars. So you know, right from our base car, which is obviously the Quid, right to our carless vehicle as well as traffic. We know that a lot of entrepreneurs, you know, do commercial work. So we've got commercial and non-commercial vehicles, but the fleet offer is right across the range. You know, Quid, Tiger,
that's amazing.
Triber. I see a lot of guys in the transportation industry now are buying the Tribers, putting them as part of e-hailing. So there's definitely lots of opportunity with our vehicles and the fleet offer that we've got.
That's amazing. I think our entrepreneurs will definitely appreciate that. And thank God that it's also from people that we can trust.
Yep. Definitely, you can trust us. Hey, did you know we've Renault's been around for 126 years? Eh, 126 years globally. We also number 6 top selling in the PC market. So yeah, lots to be done. We obviously, you know, we want to be number 5 next year.
Of course.
Working hard towards that. But yeah, you know, outside of IAAE, we also involved in other, you know, sponsorships, particularly women in sports is something that we're passionate about.
The netball ladies.
Yeah, Spa Protea ladies.
And they're doing very well.
We're going to be working with Tennis South Africa, Titans.
Tennis also.
Yeah, so you know, we're very passionate about women in sports. So once again, these vehicles, you know, are making sure that our Protea ladies get to their games. So this is something that we will obviously do ongoing.
I want to go practice with the Proteas one day.
Will you? You should.
Are you going to?
I should invite you. Have you played netball?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. To what
I
level?
definitely have. I have an Achilles tendon injury.
Oh, shags. Okay, but we can organize something.
Put me on the court. Put me on the court.
We can definitely organize something.
And then no laughing.
No, there'll be no laughing. Trust me. I'll be cheering. I'll be there with my pom-poms cheering you on.
After that, take me straight to the physio.
I'll definitely cheer you on. Don't worry about that part.
After that, I'm taking
I'll definitely invite you to, you know, one of their practice sessions. I'm sure that can be arranged. Yeah, and Jenny also drives a capture. Just like you, so capture very popular, hey?
No, I mean, these cars are, I think because they also look nice. You know, people love things that look nice. You know, South Africans, we
love looking good.
Yeah, you know.
Let us just
enjoy. Nice things
the
really
nice
soft
things
life.
in life. No,
So
I agree.
So soft life in life capture.
Ne?
Definitely.
Cool.